Oh, it's good to be back home for at least a week on reading week, and which means I'm back in the regular spot of home beer reviews. And today we got something from a bunch of ladies. Let's do this, guys. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski from the Brewski Review. And today the beer we have for you, that I have for you, is by Henderson'S Brewing Company and the Society of Beer Drinking Ladies. This is their second beer. We have Vanilla Orchid Brown Ale coming in at 5% alcohol by volume. Very nice looking can, white with a bunch of orchids on the top and on the bottom. Very, very nice with little green accents as well. 5% ABV. How many IBUs is the real question. I do not know. It does not say on the beautiful matte finished can, but on Henderson Brewing's website we are showing it coming in at 20 IBUs. Is a brown ale, so yeah, usually not super high in the IBU department. Very excited to have this beer, especially because I'm using one of my tulip glasses. You haven't seen one of these in a while. These are always fun to use. Let's crack this bad boy open and let's see what we got. Ooh, that is nice and brown. Perfect. Seems to be a good amount. Looking at the beer, about a medium brown, I want to say. Fairly nice color on that. Nice bit of a tanned head on top as well. Kind of hard to see through it in the light. You can a little bit. Nice bit of carbonation coming up straight in the middle of the glass, but other than that, can't really see through it just because of the darkness of the beer. A little bit of a ruby tinge as well. Very, very nice. Let's have a smell. Ooh. Vanilla, molasses, a slight nuttiness, a little bit of like a tea almost. Yeah, almost like a tea aroma. I'm not too sure which kind of tea. We'll give it a little bit of agitation. I'm going to add that in. Big more molasses. Slight toffee. Smells pretty good. A little chocolatey. Like a white chocolate almost. Very nice. Let's have a sip. Vanilla, nutty, slight molasses. Yeah, very nutty finish, like almost like a peanutty finish. That is kind of cool. That's really nice. Good so far. I gotta keep drinking it though. Cheers, everybody. Let's keep on drinking. What comes in first? Sort of like that tea-ish portion. I don't know what tea it is. It's not black tea. It's not Earl Grey. But there is a tea like... It's familiar. I don't know what it is. But just, I don't know. It's coming to mind. I've had that flavor before. I just can't pinpoint where. Yeah, you get that little bit of tea in the beginning. Then you're moving into your nuttiness. And a bit of molasses. Some earthiness and nuttiness is coming back up, and then there is a bit of chocolate in there, like a very slight bit. But I think it's like a dark chocolate almost, just very little slight, kind of hidden in with the earthy and the nuttiness there. Quite nice indeed, right in the finish. As for body, I'd say medium, like light to medium bodied. Has a bit of airiness to it as well. But it's a nice little balance between medium and light, so I do appreciate that indeed. That is a solid brown ale. Moving over to the can. Vanilla Orchid Brown Ale by Society of Beer Drinking Ladies with the help of Henderson'S Brewing Company. Boom. Can. Look at that. Fantastic. Very nice. 5% ABV, 20 IBUs. We have a description. The Society of Beer Drinking Ladies founded in 2013, host beer dinners, bevies, and lady beer festivals in Toronto, Ottawa, and Hamilton, and are now the largest women and beer organization in North America. A portion of all events' profits are donated to the Canadian Women's Foundation. Brew 0002 is a tasty brown ale steeped with oats and vanilla orchid rubeus tea, an herbal African red tea. Rubeus, that's it, because when I used to have David's tea, it would always be a rubeus-based tea, and that actually makes a lot more sense. Sweet. The result, a uniquely smooth brew with flavors of roasted nut, caramel, and gentle sweetness from the vanilla. Cheers, Jamie Dobbs and Erica Campbell, co-founders. Then they list their socials and all that stuff. Artwork is by Jordan McKenzie. Ingredients: yeast, malted barley, oats, hops, vanilla, orchid, rubeus tea. Brewed and packaged at 128A Sterling Road, Toronto, Ontario. The best beer is the beer you love. Drink fresh. Very, very nice in tea. In tea. Indeed. It looks like the tea is by Tea Alchemy, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why they would have their logo on there if it wasn't the tea that was provided for the beer, but very, very nice. On the bottom for a brewed on or best before. Packaged on the 11th of September 2019. Boom. Clearly labeled. That's awesome. Moving over to the website now. Henderson'sbrewing.com. Go to the beer section. This is under seasonal, and you do find the Society of Beer Drinking Ladies Brew at number 2. Style is an English brown ale with vanilla rubeus tea. Original gravity is 13 Plato. IBUs are 20. SRM, or the color, is sitting in at 18. Carbonation is 2.4 volumes, which is a medium to low. That's something I've never seen before. That's really cool. Malts are pale, golden naked oats, medium crystal, double roast crystal, and pale chocolate. The hops that are used are East Kent Goldings, and the yeast is an escarpment English ale, same as best. So it's the same as, I guess, Henderson's Best. Extras is 1 gram per liter of Tea Alchemy Vanilla Orchid Rubeus tea, added directly to the FV after primary fermentation. Sorta like a dry hop, they say. Very nice indeed. Aroma, earthy tones with dark cherry note in the back with a whiff of vanilla. Cherry. Oh. Yeah, now that is pointed out, 100% yes. Appearance is a light brown tan with streaks of honey-colored orange in the light, hazy with short-lived white head. Now, mine wasn't a white head, it's a little bit of a tan color, very nice though. Taste is an oatmeal raisin cookies, cherry cola with an earthy, herbaceous, and somewhat spicy note, and a hint of vanilla on the finish. Slightly sweet with a small amount of balancing bitterness. Complex. And complex indeed. I mean, I can see a bit of the cherry, but oatmeal raisin cookies and cherry cola, maybe, but that's not what I was expecting from the taste portion of this beer. Mouthfeel, though, is medium-high body with medium-low carbonation. It feels full on the palate without being cloying. Slight astringencies in the finish dries the palate and encourages another sip. Overall impression is an interesting, complex, fruity brown ale. And that it is. Now that these things have been said, and that I know, I'm still getting a little bit more bakery vibes off this beer rather than fruity, but I can see the bit of the fruit going on in here. Overall, very complex of a beer. These ladies definitely know what kind of ingredients to put in here, because it's a wild ride of a beer, and damn, it is very, oh wow, yeah, extremely delicious. Also, available sizes are only in the 473 ml tall boy cans, which, if you want to pick up at your local LCBO, you're going to be shelling out $3.85. Seems a bit steep for me, But I mean, all the stuff that's going on in this beer and how just wow in terms of flavor it is, I'd say it's worth it. Definitely worth it indeed. Finally, moving over to Untapped Vanilla Orchid by Henderson'S Brewing Company and the Society of Beer Drinking Ladies has been given a 3.71 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 133 ratings. Overall, this has definitely wowed me. I'd say this is much better than their first beer, which I think was a Blood Orange Saison, if I'm not mistaken, something along those lines, if I remember correctly. But this is definitely the winner of the two. But very, very nice. With that said, guys, cheers on the final sip. Let's get ready to ratings and wrap this thing up. Society of Beer Drinking Ladies and Henderson'S Brewing Company Vanilla Orchid Brown Ale, brew number 2. Overly complex in the most amazing way possible. It gives you so much for your palate to just pick and see what there is and dissect. It's kind of mind-blowing, to be honest. As far as brown ales go, definitely one of my more favorite ones just because of the complexity. It is a great balance. It's not super heavy, but it does, like they said, it does have a full body. Gets it going. And it's just, wow, it's a beautiful thing. Holy shit. So, with that said, Society of Beer Drinking Ladies, you did a damn good job. Solid 9.5 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, I really do love the can design. I like the matte finish, the simplicity of it, with just a little bit of can design going on. You got a good bit of information, description, ingredients, and the packaged on date clearly labeled on the bottom is awesome. Missing IBUs, but not the end of the world. Website, though, definitely takes the cake with just a shit ton of information from ABVs, IBUs, original gravities, SRMs, carbonation levels, detailed list of malts, hops, and yeast, and extra ingredients, and the whole array of aroma, appearance, taste, and mouthfeel. It just blows my mind. Neatly formatted. It's fantastic. Presentation gets a solid 10 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want me to review in the future, you can leave all of that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, may Bruce would greatly appreciate it as well. And with all that said, that's gonna do it for me, May Bruce. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Now let's pour up the rest of the beer in the glass before my camera dies. Can't believe it lasted this long. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Cheers.